What I'm studying with Dr. Stanford and Jodrey are new ideas about how people may have come to the Americas very early, during the last ice age. There have been many ideas about how people came, but the new evidence is indicating that it's very likely that people came during the ice age about 20,000 years ago from what is now southwestern Europe. And they would have come across the Atlantic, but following the ice as opposed to an open voyage. And it's likely that they came, the evidence seems to indicate that they came from the culture in southwestern Europe that's known as Solutrean. And this is based on the similarities of the tools that we find, and not only the tools, but the way that they were, the very specific way that they were made. And we have to compare everything from all different places where people could have come. And when we do that, we find that there's a very strong correspondence between the materials here in southwestern Europe, specifically in the Basque Country, and in the east coast of North America. And my part of the study is primarily looking at the stone tools, but also bone tools that were important parts of their way of making a living. And so we see them as developing a maritime tradition, and through that maritime tradition allowing them to get across the ocean, but not just to move, to actually use that ocean as part of their way of making a living. And the tools, and not only the tools themselves, but the behaviors that go along with the tools seem to be very, very identical between the different places. And this is the kind of work that we're doing right now.